Having heard how generous I am, I'm about to ask for a loan, Loretta, or a return on investment. Well, I can just say this. If there's anything I'm prouder of in having been involved in politics than Loretta Sanchez and beating Bob Dornan, I do not know what it would be. And Loretta, you've done an unbelievable job ever since, so I cannot say how happy I am to be up here celebrating your re-election. I'm going to give an award out, and it looks like such a nice award, Dan. Can you actually, if your name's on the award, can you kind of win it too sometime later? When Dan approached me about if I would do this and indicated to me that he was going to start this tradition of the Wylie Aitken Excellence in Leadership Award, I felt that he knew something I didn't know, because it sounded like one of those kind of memorial things. And I said, Dan, do I not look good? But he was very kind to do that. And of course, when he indicated who they wanted to present the award to, I could certainly not have been more proud, though I have to say, when you announced that you were going to give that award in my name, all I could think of was that old adage that, I would refuse to belong to any organization that would have me as a member, and then throw in the award part of it too. It gets out of control. But to be able to really be here and introduce to you the incredible senior senator from the state of California. I remember in '92, Diane, when it was all worked out that you were going to run for that 2-year term, and you were going to be the senior senator from the state of California, and here we are these years later. I was a little stunned when you said how many years I was chair of the Democratic Foundation, but then I also know exactly how long Diane Feinstein has been the United States Senator from California. It was the same year that I came in as the president of the foundation. It was the same year as the Year of the Woman, and the year that Barbara Boxer and Diane Feinstein were first elected to the United States Senate. So that puts it in a little bit of perspective for us. Diane has been incredibly generous to our family. Betty and I and Ashley and Darren and Chris consider her part of our family. I want to tell you a couple of quick stories about how I got to know Diane, because it relates to the next award, which is Dick O'Neill Award. In '92, when Diane was the mayor of San Francisco and we had not yet met, she came down to Orange County and asked Dick O'Neill to bring some people into a room and to meet with us and tell us about her campaign and the run that she was doing for governor of California in 1990. And Howard Adler and myself and Dick O'Neill sat in a room with Diane Feinstein over at the Pacific Club. And I was absolutely blown away by her knowledge, frankly blown away by the power of her personality. I went back that night and Betty said, well, how did it go? How did you enjoy meeting Diane Feinstein? I said, Betty, I thought I was married to the strongest woman I'd ever known. And I said, but there's somebody who's a real competitor, an unbelievably dynamic, strong personality, and this person is an unbelievable leader. You could just feel it when you walked in the room. The other story I want to share with you very quickly is fast forward to 1996. We're in Chicago, and I had the honor of escorting this nice young lady around Chicago, somebody who had never heard of, somebody named Loretta Sanchez. And we had to try to convince all of these donors in Chicago that Loretta Sanchez could actually beat Bob Dornan. We had to get to the donors, we had to get donations. And there was a very special reception that was honoring Diane Feinstein. And I went to Diane, I said, Diane, could you do me a favor? Could you just acknowledge that in the room is this young lady named Loretta Sanchez, and she's running against Bob Dornan, and all these donors perhaps might get interested to get involved and to write a check or two to the campaign. And Diane, being gracious as she is, in fact, she was even more gracious this time because she wrote a letter to so many of the constituents in Loretta's district this year again. And she said, of course, I'd be happy to do it. And so I ran excitedly to Loretta and said, Loretta, you got to come in. Diane Feinstein's going to introduce you. And so Loretta runs into the room, but I did not know that there was the two terrific ladies who loved St. John and St. John dresses. And Loretta rushes into the room, and she gets totally mortified and says, I can't go up there, I can't be introduced. And I said, what are you so panicked about? I said, Diane and I have the same exact dress on. And the one time I just saw a slight hesitation in Diane is when she introduced Loretta, and she turned to her and said, and welcome Loretta Sanchez. She goes, oh. And it's a good ending to that story. Now, we know that I really truly believe, and we know in this room because we see it every day, that the most powerful individual in the United States Senate, in my opinion, is Diane Feinstein. Not the most powerful woman, she's that, but she is the most powerful individual that gets things done in the Senate that no one has ever been able to match. She is on the Senate Judiciary Committee, and I know there's a lot of lawyers in this room, and I can tell you the makeup of the fabulous federal court that we have here in Orange County in the Southern District, the Central District, is because of Diane Feinstein. The outstanding appointments we've had in Los Angeles in the federal court is because of Diane Feinstein. The funds that we need to make things happen is because of Diane Feinstein. And now she's chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, and I was going to say some other things, but I had a chance to talk with Diane yesterday. And if I said all those things, then I would probably just mess up your presentation, because she shared with us some of the dynamic things she's doing. And it's with an incredible honor and with a great deal of humility that I have the opportunity to present to you the senior senator from the United States and California, Diane Feinstein.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
I think I saw that in the Superman movie where you put it
That's
in.
That's beautiful.
To Senator Diane Feinstein, how humble for me that you received the Wylie Aitken Excellence Award in Leadership.
Thank you. Thank you, Wylie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's leave it up here.